Hey guys, welcome back to the Beer Odyssey. This is Gary from Lost Horse Brewing coming at you from sunny Connecticut. Believe it or not, yeah, it is sunny today. So, my last video I talked about how to make a soddy from Norway. It's a great book to pick up again. So I want to talk about hopping techniques. So as you all know, if you're going to make, this is just stuff, I've heard from different brewers, and so many got different results from this way versus this way. So first, now if you're making, let's say, a New England IPA, a lot of brewers will not boil the hops and just put them in the whirlpool, let it whirlpool for 40 minutes, let's say. Start at knockout temperature, which is when the wort comes off the flame. Drop it eventually down to about, let's say, 140. Do it for another 20 minutes and put it in your fermenter. Put your hops in high krausen, which means like one day when the yeast is really, eating those enzymes and producing sugar, producing alcohol. You put the hops in and you'll get a juicy beer. Now, I have done that, and I've also done 4 days with the yeast is kind of simmering to the bottom of the fermenter, and I'm putting my dry hops in, and then I'm coming back again, let's say a day or so before I cold crash it, and I'll put more hops in. And the results, I've gotten were very great, very good. It's like I do get, if I'm going for a juicy New England, I'm gonna get a juicy New England IPA. I noticed, like I call it the survivability of the hops when I'm not doing any boil hops and I'm just pure whirlpooling and doing the high krausen method and the 4-day fermenting method with the proper yeast strain, which the proper yeast strain, we'll say that for another video, but I see a lot of people using Quebec. I see a lot of people using like London Ale or even the Conan yeast strain. So all from roots in English ale yeast. And again, that's a topic for another video. I'll get into that, but let's talk about the survivables of some hops really quick, courtesy of the Brewers Association, Yakima Chief hops. They have this chart where it says the survivability of these hops. So meaning like, how long will this hop flavor last in your beer? So it starts with, believe it or not, I'm just going to go real quick, Idaho 7. This beer, Edward Hammer Hops, has Idaho 7 in it, and I agree with it. It's a really survivable hop. It's lasting for a very long time in the beer. You can really taste it. And obviously, Mosaic. What beer haven't you had that had Mosaic in it that you can't taste it after even a couple months? Citra, can't go wrong. And then I'm just going to go down really quick. Simcoe, Yukonot, another great hop. Oh, now here's a surprise for me. When I saw this chart, it was Laurel. Laurel was bred as a noble hop with lower alpha acids, which they suggested that you use in lager or even in ale, and that's interesting. All the way down to the end. Now we say Cascade. Makes sense. I had a beer with Cascade where I noticed the Cascade dissipated quickly. All the way at the end is Azaka. After the Haitian god of agriculture, this new hop apparently doesn't last too long. I've had a beer with Azaka in it too, and I don't know. I didn't put enough in it to really agree or disagree with this. Warrior and Nugget bittering hops, they last in there. So those are some good, seriously good bittering hops. Warrior, I use that, my fall beer, so you can really taste the Warrior for a while. Now, maximizing dry hop impact. 0 IBUs, all in the whirlpool for 40 minutes. Start it flame out, drop it maybe a little bit down to 140, see what you get. And do your high krausen hops, wait maybe 2 days, pop in those high survivables. Or if that goes with your recipe, and you're sure the hell is going to get a juicy New England IPA. Go over the yeast, next video.